The US president has lashed out at his Russian counterpart over a lack of progress on ending the war in Ukraine and has approved sending more arms to Kyiv. Donald Trump didn't mince words about Vladimir Putin during a meeting with his cabinet officials at the White House.
We get a lot of bullshit thrown at us by Putin, for you want to know the truth. He's very nice all the time, but it turns out to be meaningless.
Mr. Trump says he is considering additional sanctions on Moscow as his efforts to broker a ceasefire fall flat. Last week, the Pentagon announced a pause on some military shipments to Ukraine to conserve American stocks. But Mr. Trump says he is now given the go-ahead for more defensive systems to be sent to Ukraine to help it fight Russian forces.
I'm not happy with Putin. I can tell you that much right now, because he's killing a lot of people. We want to put defensive weapons because Putin is not treating human beings right. He's killing too many people. So we're sending some defensive weapons to Ukraine, and I've approved that.
So who ordered the pause last week?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
Russia illegally seized Crimea in 2014 and launched its full-scale invasion in February 2022. It now controls about a fifth of Ukrainian territory. Moscow has stepped up its aerial assaults across Ukraine and has been making incremental advances on the front line. In the bordering Sumy region, nets are being installed to protect against Russian drone strikes, but Ukrainian medics say they're forced to constantly move, fearing an attack.
The sky is never safe because we have, like Russia, have a lot of drones who just check up every time we're changing places.
Флаг. Мы освободили село Подубное.
A Russian soldier declares victory will be ours after Moscow says it liberated a village in the eastern Donetsk region. As Kyiv's forces battle the Kremlin's relentless strikes, Ukraine's leader says Donald Trump had agreed to bolster his country's capacity to defend the sky in a phone call late last week.
We now have the necessary political statements and decisions in place, and we must implement them as quickly as possible to protect our people and to defend our positions. It mainly involves air defense as well as all other elements of supplies from the United States.
In their own discussions, Vladimir Putin has made it clear to Donald Trump that Russia will not back down on its war goals in Ukraine. The Kremlin says the funneling of weapons to Kyiv is not helping the peace process.
There hasn't been any definitive information confirming deliveries have been completed and halted. There have been many contradictory statements on the matter. Well, it's obvious that deliveries are continuing. It's equally obvious that the Europeans are actively pumping weaponry to Ukraine. These actions hardly align with attempts to facilitate peaceful resolution.